Hi YouTube! The reason why I'm wearing these glasses is because I went to go see Titanic 3D. Yes, I'm sad. No, I went to go see it and it's really good and I would recommend it because it was like watching it for the first time. Yeah, that's what I felt like. I cried, yeah, like 3 times. Three times. And yeah, really sad. So I would go see it. Hello there! This is the first review video for Horror Reviews for Tubes. The movie that I'm doing today is The Faculty. The Faculty. It's by Dimension Films, which are great with horror films by the way, and is directed by Robert Rodriguez, who did things like Spy Kids, which this is nothing like Spy Kids. No. And the music is by Marco Balsami or something like that. I don't know, Marco Balsami, something like that. He did things like Scream, which is by Wes Craven, which is also one of my favourite films. Love it. And Mimic, which is one of my also favourite films as well. Well, I've got a shitload of favourite films, so I don't really call them favourite films, I just call them films. Yeah, so Mimic is by Guillermo del Toro, who did things like Hellboy and Pan's Labyrinth. Just a lot of great films. So yeah, so just by that you can tell that this is going to be a great movie. Basically this film is an all-out war between students and teachers. Well, alien teachers. I said aliens. So, these aliens, they're like these wee, yucky little slug things that love to penetrate the ear. Penetrate. So basically the movie consists of 6 characters. They're all stereotypical, of course. You've got to have stereotypical characters. Shit my hair. 6 times. There is the jock, the loner that everyone thinks is hot, the bitch, the geek, the goth, and the new girl. So, all these characters have something in common, which you wouldn't think, and that is sticking together to fight aliens. Yes, sticking together to fight aliens. They all might seem normal, but are they? So I guess you're gonna just have to find out. But if you've seen the film, and you know, then you know. First character is Zeke Tyler, who is played by Josh Hartnett. Second character is Stan Rosado, who is the confused jock that instead of playing football all the time, wants to actually learn something. Third character, see I can't mix it with my T's and T's. Third character is Delilah Prophet, who is, all I can say is, the bitch. And the fourth character is Casey Connor, who is the geek. Fifth character is Stokely Mitchell, who is the goth. The sixth and final character is Mary Beth Louise Hutchinson. She is the mysterious new girl. So, the characters seem very stereotypical, obviously with the jock and the geek and the loner and stuff like that, but throughout the film these stereotypical characters are very challenged to change their stereotypical ways, you know, change what everyone thinks of them, and watching the film I think that they do that very well. So, not only do we have these stereotypical characters, but obviously we need teachers. Obviously because we need alien teachers, because it wouldn't be an alien teacher student versus first movie without teachers. So, these are the characters of the teacher. First teacher is the coach, Joe Willis, who is played by Patrick Robertson, who is the very strict coach. Second teacher is Miss Burke, who's played by Famke Janssen. She is the pushover teacher that everyone knows, that we've all got one, who's the pushover teacher who changes to have quite an attitude And the third teacher is Principal Drake, who's played by Bebe Neuwirth. There's a great opening scene with her and the coach, which I recommend highly, obviously, because I recommend the film, so I would recommend the start of the film, obviously. The fourth teacher is Mr. Furlong, played by Jon Stewart. He's a science teacher that's got his eye on the students. Oh, my eye! Oh, my eyeball! And the final teacher that I'm going to talk about, because these are just the main teachers I'm going to talk about, is Miss Olsen, who is the drama teacher, who's also in the start of the film, and throughout, obviously. And yeah, she's the drama teacher that seems to do a bit much for just being a drama teacher, I think. This is my opinion on the film. So basically, I love this film so much. The film has a great soundtrack, honestly. It's got some great songs. One of my favourite songs is School's Out by Soul Asylum, and it has awesome suspenseful scenes, I would say. Especially in the start and the end. Well, not really the end. The start and the middle are most of the suspenseful scenes, but the end is most of the action, I would say. And but it's really good. Honestly, the movie does keep you on the edge of the seat throughout the whole film. I would say that this film is cool. I don't know why, just every time I think of this film I always think cool. Just the faculty, underlined cool. So, yeah, but you also feel for every character, I would say. Yes, even the bitch at one point, you feel for her. You do, honestly. Power to the bitch. But the movie has a great cast, as you can see, and they portray their characters down to a T, honestly. What I also like about the faculty is that it keeps you guessing, like, who is themselves and who is this slug-infested sack, which makes the film experience more shocking and gripping, I'd say. Despite the feel of doom in this movie, I would say, it's got a really happy ending. That's what I really like about this film. It's got a happy ending. I hate those films, you know, like, have a good start, a good middle, but the end is totally shit because it doesn't have a happy ending. So that's basically a short, sweet, my opinion on the film. But I would honestly highly recommend this film to any horror fan out there. Any. Even not horror fan, I think. Action fan, fucking romantic. It's got some romantic scenes in it. I think it's quite cute. You might like them. But honestly, just watch it! So, I think this film has a theme. The theme that I think that this film is like the feeling of, no, not feeling, the theme of like losing control of your body and your mind. But it also like changes, well obviously towards the end it changes, and it goes to like showing that you can get that control back and that you can get your mind and body back if you fight for it. But you just gotta fight. I'm gonna end this review on rating the movie. This is what I'm going to do for every one of my videos. I'm going to rate the movie out of different sections. So I'm going to I'm going to review on characters, special effects, fear rating, and action. That's what I'm going to basically give it in stars of. All stars are going to be out of 5. Okay, so that's it. 5 is obviously really good, and 1 is bollocks. Yes. Right, rating 1 is characters. I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5, definitely. Because just this is what I think. It's due to the character development, definitely, hands down. The way that they change and just the way that they deal with these different situations and how they deal and how it makes their stereotypes challenged. I just really like it. I think that's why I'm giving it 5 out of 5. Special effects. Can't even speak. Special effects, definitely, hands down, giving it a 5 out of 5. I mean, if you've seen this film, you yourself would have given it a 5 out of 5. Because, I mean, effects, they're not really CGI. Some of it's CGI. Even when it's CGI, it's good. But, I mean, most of it's quite old school prosthetics and stuff like that. And that's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Because it's really good effect. Right. Fear. I'm giving that 4 out of 5, I think. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Because I mean, it is. I'm not giving it a 5 out of 5, but it is really scary, and it's got really scary moments and really gory moments, and you're like, so that's why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I don't want to give it a 5 out of 5 because I mean, it's not the scariest film I've ever seen, but it is quite scary. Although some points, I mean, at a few points I had to curl away and just like close my eyes and go ah. But when I was younger, I used to always like cover my eyes. No, I never used to cover my eyes because I like seeing it, but hearing it. So I used to cover my ears and I would like go behind the couch, but still like watch it. My brother still makes fun of me to this day. So action, definitely a 5 out of 5 because it's really good. Honestly, keep me gripped throughout the film. Had enough running, decapitations, and explosions to keep me happy. So that's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. So that's me finished my review. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry if it was a bit boring and all that. This is my first time using this thing, so this editing software. I only get it for like a few days, so I might do a few and then a few will be like this. A few will just be normal YouTube and stuff like that. But I hope you liked it, and that's all I can say. So bye from Horror Review for Tubes, and I will see you guys later for my next review. Bye!